Hello and what is going on, lovely investors of the stock market? It is Hootmoney here with another video for you guys today. Today we're going to be going over Progenity or PROG stonk. Guys, I think I have some answers of what is exactly going on in the options market and what's actually affecting this stock price, because I noticed a huge change earlier today on my live stream, and I wanted to show you guys, and this could explain why the price action has been pretty flat lately. I think I have an amazing explanation, so I can't wait to explain it to you guys. I'm also going to be talking about a potential earnings catalyst as well. So there's tons of reasons to still be bullish about Progenity stock. If you're still bullish, slap that like button down below, subscribe to the channel for more of these updates, and hit that post notification bell down below as well next to the subscribe button, because we go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open, and we get that bread. We do jumping jacks, and we have a lot of fun. So if you want to get notified from me going live, you got to hit that notification bell down below. Anyways, if you wanted to join the Hootmoney trade alerts, you can hit that join button down below next to the subscribe button. I made a 9,400% ROI on Ethereum name services domain names. I turned $200 into $19,000. So by hitting that join button, joining the Nighthawk trade alerts, you can make some of these disgusting amounts of gains. And personally, I think it will pay for itself. I'm very confident in that. But without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Boom. So you guys can see Progenity stock right now forming the perfect pennant pattern. Pretty symmetrical, pretty perfect. We bounced off of this morning. Now, I drew this in last night, this pattern that I finally noticed. It took a bit, but I finally noticed, and it bounced perfectly off of it this morning. So that fulfills my cognitive bias here in this technical pattern, and I think that we could potentially see some more upside. But I also want to explain why exactly this has been trending down. It hasn't been as explosive as before. So with that, we can look here at the options chain. So you guys can see the options chain is looking a little bit different than before. We looked at this before, and there was a lot more open interest. Right now, the highest open interest is right here in the $2.5 strike price expiring November 19th, 2021. If we look at this right here, you guys can see that this 2.5 had about 15,000, but then the $3 strike price had 38,000. Then there was a huge gamma ramp all the way up to 7.5, and a lot of these call options have actually been sold. So it was 32,000 here for the 3.5, the 30,000 for the 4, 22,000 for the 4.5, 36,000 for the 5, 20,000 for the 5.5, and 26,000 for the 7.5. And then there was also all of these ones that are in the money as well. Well, now looking at the options chain, it is nothing like that. There's not 20,000 plus above 3.5. So a lot of these higher strike price out of the money call options have been being sold. And I even noted in a previous video how I noticed there was unusual option selling. So I'm thinking that perhaps short sellers, because short sellers, you know, and this is all speculation because I can't give you guys definite answers. I can just see this data and obviously give everything up to interpretation. That's why nothing here is financial advice. But majority of the short interest is right here in this box region. So what short seller could have done is they could have shorted the stock and bought call options, and the call options would end up being a hedge just in case this did short squeeze. So they buy those 7.5s, for example, and that's basically how much money they can lose. They can lose up to $7.5 per share. The rest of it's hedged because you'll be getting the profit after it goes above 7.5. So that's a way to hedge your short position bet. That was probably a terrible explanation of what exactly happened, but I think that could have possibly been what was going on. And then when right here, when there was a break in trend, that's when we started to see some of the de-risking of these call options. So that's when the open interest started going down. So as soon as we got a break in the uptrend, I do believe a lot of people sold their options positions, and we've noticed this. I've been looking at the bid side on unusual whales this entire week. So I know for a fact people have been selling a lot of these call options. A lot of whales have been selling them, but it doesn't matter because whales have been buying it as well. So it's hard to say. Obviously, we're in a bullish pattern right here. We're going a little bit slower than we used to go in Progenity. Obviously, it's 3.67% down today. Most days aren't too exciting in the past week or two. You can see that it's been going down since the highs over here on 1027, but I don't think that means that the juice isn't left in the tank. Yes, there are less call options, so the fact that there's probably less of a chance of a gamma squeeze that could be happening. Also, people could be moving it out here. I don't see an enormous amount of open interest in some of the other strikes, but other expiration dates. But still, it's hard to say. I think a lot of it has to do with people selling their call options, which in result puts downward pressure on the stock. Now, the fact that we haven't actually sold off and crashed from this, and we're maintaining a bullish pattern, makes me extremely bullish, because how many options do they even have left to sell if they are just behind the scenes doing all this, selling it to manipulate the price, all of that stuff, right? If they were hedging, I don't know how much ammo they were using from that, right? I don't know what their arsenal is full of. I don't know how much juice is left in that type of attack. But what I do know is we have held into a bullish pattern, and they don't have as much ammo as they had before. That is very clear. So I do think we could potentially break out of this to the upside. And once we get a 20% day or whatever, people are going to go crazy over this. Once again, people will FOMO back into these call options. Open interest will add up, and we will get an amazing gamma squeeze. That is what I'm hoping for. That's the bullish case scenario. Obviously, the bearish case scenario is we break below this pattern, and you know for a fact that I will be updating you on that. You have to follow me on Twitter. That's where it's going to be found first. Obviously, I'm going to be tweeting the breakout of this pattern and warn people that potentially that could be a bearish sign, but I don't want to scare anyone, obviously, so definitely check it out. Hootmoney YT on Twitter. Anyways, if you guys wanted to check out this technical analysis software, this is WeBull Desktop. Boom, it's on the screen right now. You guys can see promotion up to $2,300 in free stock, and as you guys saw already, this is amazing technical analysis, charting, and financial analysis software. You got your lines, you got your moving averages, your VWAPs, your EMAs. Obviously, you get the news. The news is crucial. If there's ever a big move in the stock, you can just check the news really quick. So that's very helpful. You have analyst ratings, financial statements, essentially everything you need to do a full financial analysis. And they're giving up to $2,300 in free stock just for signing up and depositing at least 1 penny on their platform. They have iOS and Android, so you can do it on your phone as well. It's basically an all-in-one stop shop to do investing, and I really do enjoy WeBull. Even if you don't want to put your full account there, it's definitely worth having at least a play account on WeBull. That's just my opinion, not financial advice. But anyways, let's just get right into the rest of the video. So this is absolutely wild right here, and this could be a major catalyst for earnings. All right, so you guys can see right here, Market Beat posted an article saying Progenity stock is a speculative transformation play, right? And you can see the last sentence over here in this first paragraph. It says, this is an ingestible capsule that can deliver large molecules to targeted areas instead of by injection. The company severely diluted its share to raise cash and lower debt. Risk-tolerant speculators can watch for opportunistic pullbacks in shares of Progenity. But wait, we go back into the Wayback Machine all the way back to November 4th, 2021, when this article was published, and we look at the last sentence of the first paragraph, and it says the company severely diluted shareholders to do blah blah blah, but partnerships with major pharmaceutical players like Pfizer and AbbVie validate its technology and make it a potential acquisition target. Risk-tolerant speculators can watch for opportunistic pullbacks in shares of Progenity. So, guys, that's wild. They deleted the part that said there's a potential partnership in Pfizer and AbbVie, which are huge, big pharma players that could potentially buy out this stock, you know. And if they do say in earnings that there is a partnership with Pfizer and AbbVie, that could send this thing rocketing to the freaking moon. Guys, they deleted it. What could that mean? And maybe they were wrong. Maybe they realized, oh, after the fact that they're wrong, you know, there's no way that they're going to be partnered with Pfizer and AbbVie. Or maybe they leaked sensitive information right here, and it's going away. But you can see it in plain sight using the Wayback Machine from November 4th that this is literally Pfizer and AbbVie. So anyways, I think that could be a huge surprise for earnings, announcing a huge partnership or a potential buyout offer. I think that would be absolutely huge. And it's just crazy that this got removed from the article. I mean, they clearly leaked some information there that they shouldn't have. Anyways, we'll do the quick short squeeze analysis. You guys can see Progenity, as marked by the T, is still on the threshold security list, still number 1 here on Fintel. Looking at the Ortex signals, we still got 1, 2, 3. We got 3 outstanding signals there on Ortex. Looking at the short interest, it's another 5% up today. Obviously, there was not 13 million shares. We're back up to nearly 100% utilization. So all those shares yesterday that pulled the utilization down to 96 has now been borrowed according to Ortex. Another 2.64 million shares were borrowed as of today, paying a 70% cost to borrow. Absolutely insane, putting short interest up to about 39%. This is another high for the Progenity short interest. Anyways, looking at Fintel, obviously not too many shares available to be shorted. We already went over how it's the number 1 short squeeze target. Again, the fee borrow rate is coming down each and every single day. We've been saying that. They're finding some shares out of nowhere, don't know where, but they're finding them. And we have the combined dark pool, the combined short volume ratio, my apologies, still over 50%. Guys, I use this ratio not as just looking at the percentage of short volume over total volume, but I look at it as a percentage of how scared shorts are, right? Because we don't see this when a stock is going down, right? When a stock is trending in a downward pattern, we don't see high short volume ratio. But we saw on BBIG stock, for example, when it was trending upwards, when we got 30%, 20% days on BBIG stock, that went up to 50%. After it started trending downwards, it went back down to like 30% short volume ratio. So this is a measurement of how scared shorts are, and a 53 is an insanely high amount. I think shorts are pooping themselves each and every single day being in this stock. And you can also see it by the sheer amount of failure to delivers. Whenever there's an uptick in failure to delivers, which is likely a lot each and every single day in Progenity, because we are threshold security, so it's really hard to deliver shares. That's also a measurement of how scared shorts are. So when you do see a huge uptick in failure to delivers, that is a measurement of how scared shorts are. So we're over a 50% short volume, tons of failure to delivers. Shorts are literally pooping themselves. Anyways, we're pulling up the whale data here. You guys can see it was very, very bullish today again, but we're using a premium of $9,000 or more and ask side only. So ask side only gets rid of selling of these call options. It's a different story when you can factor in the selling of call options. We'll get into that in a second, but we did touch up on that when we saw the open interest go down at the beginning of the video. If we pull up these charts right here, you guys can see for the people that are just buying straight call options or buying straight put options, it is 95% bullish, which is absolutely insane. They're targeting the 11.19 expiration as well as the $4 strike price, as well as that 5.5 as well. So guys, they do believe that this stock has some upside, and I believe it as well. If we look at this historical flow, you guys can see call option volume is down. This is a trend that we've been seeing. Obviously the open interest is down. Actual call option volume is down. I expect this to increase definitely in the next week as the FOMO kicks in, leading up to that 11.19 expiration. We can also see right here are the biggest option trades. Again, it was about 60% bearish for the 10 biggest option trades, but a lot of them were just people selling these call options. You can see right here, the biggest one today, selling a 2022 5.5 strike. Another one right here, selling a 2.5, 11.19. A lot of them are from selling these call options. There's been tons of pressure from selling these call options. And again, it makes sense because we did break that clear uptrend bouncing off the 200 moving average. So I understand, even though there's still a bullish trend in Progenity, if they did break below the 200 moving average, there's a bit more risk, and there's a lower high right here. So although it's still a bullish strategy, it's not as bullish as before, so people wanted to de-risk. So that's about it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. We learned today that open interest has been coming down in these Progenity call options because a lot of people have been selling their call options. These are risky assets. People see a break in the uptrend, then they sell it. They de-risk. That's how it works. So it makes perfect sense why Progenity stock has been stalling out over the past week or so. It's not because people aren't bullish anymore. It's because people are de-risking. So that is essentially what's like making it stall out. There's less leverage in the play now. I hope that makes sense. I hope that's a clear explanation. If it's not, drop a comment down below. I'll do my best to reply to it. We also learned about the leaked partnership announcement of Pfizer and AbbVie. This is news, guys, and they also tried to hide it because it's no longer on that article. But we used the trusty Wayback Machine, and we were able to go back to November 4th when that article was published, and we saw, again, Pfizer and AbbVie. We saw it with our own two eyes. We saw that they removed it as well. So that will be potentially part of the guidance that we see in the earnings call on Wednesday. So this is huge news, and I am just as bullish as ever in Progenity stock. I don't think there's anything to worry about. Despite all that call option selling, we're maintaining this uptrend, and I think this is a perfect setup for a moonshot short squeeze. If you guys do too, drop a like on the video, subscribe for more, and hit that bell so you don't miss it when we go live every day, Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open, for the pre-market, for market open. We have fun, do jumping jacks, do all that good stuff. And if you guys want to also make a 9,000% ROI, I actually don't think it was that much, but if you want my trade alerts, obviously hit that join button. We're up 100% on an AGC contract today, an options contract, and we also, or at least I also made a flip from $200 to $19,000, which is the best flip of my freaking life. So hit that join button down below, join the Nighthawk gang, and that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Have a good day, everyone. Peace.